Hello everyone, ChampXY here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a clicker game in Python, part 2. So let's get started. First, we are going to see how much we have done till now. So we have a window that opens up. So now let's customize the window, because if I run it again, you can see it is named Pygame window and this photo right here. I do not want that photo, I want a better photo. And I already have a photo, you can just take it from there. You can just take it from the GitHub. So pygame.display.set icon. If I type it properly, and then I can do a pygame.image.load. And in this we can pass in the path of this icon.ico file because I'm going to be using this. So I'm going to do assets /icon.ico because it has to be ICO in order to work. And pygame.display.set caption, and caption is basically the thing, like we were showing Pygame window but we wanted to show something like coin clicker. So I'm just going to run that. If I go to main.py and run it, as you can see the image has changed and it has become coin clicker. So that is a very useful function of Pygame. It helps us a lot. Anyways, let's get on to the functions. So let's just make a new variable, self.state. This will actually help in making different types of screens. So self.state is equal to start. Now we only want this while the game is in self.start. So let's just make a new function. Self.state is equal to start, and forgot to check if, then we do self.start and then start events. This is start events. And self.start draw. Now these are functions we have to define, so let's just do that real quick. Self.start events self, and in this I just copied the for loop. I'm going to paste it and I'm going to fix the indentation. So this are the for event in pygame.event.get, and if event.type is equal to pygame.quit, and then self.running is equal to false. I just copied it and then put it inside a function so that there is no confusion. And then def start draw, and we have to pass self as a parameter, and we can do self.screen.fill, and we can do something like black, so 0, 0, 0. And one more thing, it is always going to stay in the start state unless we press a button. So we want to press space, and then this self.state should be equal to playing. So let's just do that. In the self.playing, in the self.start events, we do event.type is equal to pygame.keyDown. Then we do self if event.key is equal to pygame.k_space, and then colon, and then self.state is equal to playing, which is a string. Now if we just press space, nothing is going to happen, the game is going to crash. So let's just handle that. If self.state is equal to playing, then we do self.playing events, and then do self.playing draw. Now these are also functions we have to define, so let's do that. Def playing events self and colon. So these are events, so of course we need to check for the closing, the pygame.quit. So let's do pygame. So for event in pygame.event.get, if event.type is equal to pygame.quit, then self.running is equal to false. So this is the basic code, and then def playing draw, because if we don't define these, then it will give us an error because we are using the functions. And then do self.screen.fill, and then let's do something like 255, 0, 0. So let's just try this out and see. Let it load. Okay, so as you can see, it is black in color. As soon as I press space, it becomes red in color. It is really cool. So now instead of it becoming red, we want it to display a coin. So let's do that. Let's make a variable in the definite. Self.coin is equal to coin, and coin with capital C. and then a brackets after that. And this is going to be a class, but it is not defined. Coin is not defined, as you can see. So let's just define it real quick. Let's go to the src folder, new file, call it coin_class.py. Then we are going to import pygame, and then from the settings file we are going to import everything, so the star, and then over here we are in the app class we are going to write from coin class. We have to import everything. It is still going to give an error because the coin is not defined in this file as well, so let's just define it. Class coin, and then do def init, so the constructor self. Over here let's do self dot image is equal to pygame dot image dot load, and in this we have to load an image of assets / and then coin dot png. So this coin dot png is this photo over here. So it is just going to do that, and then do self.x is equal to 0 and self.y is equal to 0. Actually not 0, this should be, let's do width by 2 for the x and height by 2 for the y. Because it will be in the center of the screen. Now to actually start drawing, in the playing draw function we have to go to the self.screen and then .blit. So the blit is actually a function for the self.screen variable. It is a function that draws images to the screen. So we're just going to do self.coin.image, which is the actual image that we are loading over here, pygame.image.load over here. So it is here, and then we are going to pass a tuple of the position. So if we just do self.coin.x and self.coin.y, you will see that it's not properly placed. It will be a bit over here. If I just press space, because it is too big and it is not in the middle. So let's just make it in the middle. How do we do that? Well, it's simple. First we need to get the size of the variable, of the size of the image. So self.coin.image dot get size, because it is an image, so we can get the size, and then the width we can access it by 0 and then by 2, because we need half of it and minus it. And then the same here, we can do self.coin.image.get size, and then the first one, which is, or the second one, which is the height, by 2. And then if we draw that on the screen, as you can see, it becomes drawn, but the coin is too big, so let's make it small. This is actually very easy to make it small. Let's just go to the coin class and do self.image is equal to pygame.transform.scale. In this we are going to pass an image, self.image, and in this we are going to pass a tuple of, let's say, 100 and 100. Let's see how that works out. So the width and height of the image will be 100 and 100. So we are making it small. If you press space, you can see. Now I think that is too small, so let's make it a bit bigger. Let's make it 150. Or we can even make it like more bigger, but this is fine for me, so I'm going to keep it like this. So we got a lot done today. We made an image, and then we can check for, let's see, we can check for money increasing, so let's do that. Let's make self.money is equal to 0, and then in the playing events, which is here because we're playing, right? So if event dot type is equal to pygame dot mouse button down, then we can do self.money plus equal to 1, and we don't know that, so we can just print self.money, and let's see how that goes. Just keep watching here. As soon as I click on any part of this window, when we press space, as you can see the coin. Now if I click anywhere, you can see there 1 gets printed. That is how much money I have. Now if I press again, now I have 2 money, now 3, and now 4, and now 5, and now 6, like that. So now for now I can just click anywhere and get money, but we do not want that to happen every time. So for that we're going to make a get distance variable, or a get distance function should I say. Now we have to return a math dot square root, and we have to import math obviously. So let's just scroll up and import math. Import math. Now let's go here. Where was I writing? Yes, over here. Now, okay, so we have to take in some parameters. Pause of 1 and pause of 2. Now let's see. This is gonna be complicated, so don't worry. It's okay, just follow me here. Now, first we need to pass a brackets, and in each brackets we're going to do another bracket, and this multiplied by 2, again this multiplied by 2, or not multiplied, I should say exponentially. Then we can do pause of 2. I used alt there so that I can click anywhere to make 2 cursors. Then over here I can do 0 for this one, and I can do 1 for this one. So this is actually x and this is y. Then minus, over here also minus. Pause 1 over here as well. Pause 1 here, the square brackets, so that we can, because it is a tuple, right? So, and then we can do pause 1 of 0, and here also pause 1 of 1. And now if we can check if we are actually touching, or should I say if we are actually, if the mouse is within distance of the coin, or the width of the coin. If self.get distance, and the first position can be self dot, or it can be a tuple width, not what, width by 2 and height by 2, and the second position is going to be pygame dot mouse, and then dot get underscore pause, which means get position basically. And if we just compare it, it's less than or equal to. So if it is less than or equal to, okay, so why is it coming like that? Let's see. It's less than or equal to. No. Okay, so getting, I don't know what is happening. So if it just returns this value right here, and if it's less than or equal to, let's see, self.coin.image, and then we have to get the radius, so get size, and then we can do 0 or even 1, does not matter, and then by 2. So I'm just gonna access the first value, and then let's see. If we press space, then if I click, then as you can see, give 1, but if I click anywhere else, it is not happening. But if I click on the coin, it gives 2 again. If I keep clicking, it gives me 10. If I click anywhere else, it does not register it. So that's very cool. Now that is all I have time for today, but I will see you again in the next video.